welcome to the game between the visiting Galway Hitmen and the home Toronto Batmen. Your lineup for Galway. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 91, Shane Boland. Batting second, the left fielder, number 27, Jordan Pomeroy. Batting third, the center fielder, number 11, Brad Ezekiel. Batting fourth, the pitcher, number 6, Colin Walsh. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 10, Jason Hill. Batting sixth. The second baseman, number 44, Peter Kavanaugh. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 23, Ryan Marr. Batting eighth, the designated player, number 44, Doug Marshall. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 18, Andrew Kelly. And catching, but not hitting, number 14, Blair Pittman. Your lineup for the Toronto Batmen. Leading off and playing second base, number 66, Owen Torrey. Batting second, the shortstop, number 16, Mitch McKay. Batting third, the left fielder, number 7, Tyler Pauli. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 19, Denny Benson. Batting fifth, the designated player, number 33, Cody Skelton. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 91, Corey Wade. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 2, Derek Hyde. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 24, Johnny Baker. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 22, Mason McKay. And pitching, but not batting, number 72, Tyler Granderson.
This guy here is 72. What's that?
Good afternoon. Welcome back here to the Softball Canada Men's Fast Pitch Championships. A big game on the line for this one, the semifinal bronze medal match between the Toronto Batmen and Galway Hitmen. I'm Justin Kohler here with you on the call for CCDTV. Things are about to get underway. Toronto in the field to start things off. Boland, the first batter for Galway. He fouls this one. And officially this game underway. So big match here. The winner of this one will advance to the finals. That'll be against the Saskatoon Jacks a little bit later. Be sure to tune in for that one. That'll be at around 3:30, depending on how late this game goes. The game right before this, the Galway Hitmen came out with the win. 4-3 that contest there. So that pitch just a bit outside to Boland, evening things out at 1-1. Whole lot of fun in store. Randerson, the pitcher, getting off to an early 1-1 count. That one swung on, fouled well back over the fans, just behind the backstop. And again, the Galway Hitmen came out with a 4-3 win just before this. That was up against the Souk Loggers from BC. Great tight matchup. Galway got ahead at 4-1. Souk coming back to make it a one-run game, but not able to clutch it in right in the end. Galway taking out the win. That one swung on. Foul tip. Right back to the backstop on that one. So we'll give you the defensive alignment right now for Toronto out in the field. The platoon of Randerson and Hyde behind the plate. That's Way over at first. Torrey at second. Baker at third. McKay rounding out the infield at short. And then Pauly left. McKay in center and Benson over in right. Next pitch coming in upstairs. Big nod from the catcher Hyde on that one. Exactly where he wanted to put that one. Try and get a swing and miss from Boland. That'll even the count at 2-2. Next pitch coming in, swung on, foul back. Count will remain at 2-2. Looks like a home plate umpire running out just to check on the ball, make sure it's all right. Hands it back cleanly enough. Count remains 2-2. Boland, the right-handed batter, is the shortstop in this one. He's in the box. Randerson set. Next pitch coming in. That one swung on, drilled over towards left field. It'll touch the grass in front of the left fielder. And we'll start things off with a little single off the bat of Shane Boland. Great battle there, fouling off the pitches he didn't really like. A bit early on that one. Finds a good spot over in shallow left. So Galway threatening early, runner over on first. That'll bring up the left fielder, Jordan Pomeroy. Left-handed bat. First pitch doesn't go the way of the pitcher. 1-0. Exciting ball game ahead. There'll be a lot of pressure between these two teams. Of course, the loser will get bronze, finish in third place, as that one's grounded over towards the second baseman. Quick turn to second, and the throw to first. A routine double play. 4-6-1, the call on that one. So they started with a runner on first. Now no base runners on. 2 outs. Brad Ezekiel coming up. First pitch to him, swung on, driven in between the third baseman, the shortstop, over towards left field. Quick throw back in towards the shortstop. And another hard hit single, this time off the bat of Brad Ezekiel. So 2 hits so far in the inning. Some soft contact and some harder contact as well from Ezekiel. That'll bring up the pitcher in this one. Walsh in the box, the right-handed batter. First pitch doesn't go. The call, the pitcher there. A big long frame from Hyde, the catcher. Turns his head back. One quick question of the umpire there from him. So 1-0 the count. So runner over on first. That's Ezekiel. 1-0 the count on Walsh. That one swung on over the head of the second baseman. It goes towards right field. Ezekiel rounding second all the way over towards third on the play. And that'll put a runner in scoring position right now. Man on third, thanks to a solid single off the bat of Colin Walsh.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 10, Jason
Randerson
Hill.
giving up some contact. 3 hits so far in the inning. That double play off the bat of Pomeroy really helping them out right now. That'll bring up the first baseman, Jason Hill. Randerson now up to 12 pitches in the inning. First pitch to Hill, the left-hander coming in. That one's a bit high inside. Hill having to turn away from it. Looks like we might get a pinch runner here. That appears to be Pomeroy going out there to run for Walsh, Walsh being the pitcher. So Galway 60 feet away from getting to an early lead here. Kavanaugh on deck if Hill can get on. So runners on the corners, 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch. That one catches the inner part of the plate. Hill not happy at all with that one. Looked pretty similar to the previous pitch. That's probably why he's a little bit upset. Have one call going his way, one going the other way. That evens the count at 1-1. So big potential chance for Galway here. Runner in scoring position, 2 men on. 2 outs though. The next pitch swung on. Foul way high but way back. Great day for ball. First afternoon game of the day. That first game got going at about 10 o'clock. So 3 singles. A bit of mix already of soft and hard contact off the pitcher, Randerson. A pivotal time here, the semifinals. Kavanaugh on deck, he's ready. The count now 1-2. Randerson set. And the pitch coming in. That one, almost a bit of a defensive swing there. It's very, very early on it. Some off speed coming from the pitcher. That one fouled down the third base line. Not the pitch Hill was looking for. Well, good job on him to fight through it. Count still remains 1-2. Hill, the 5th batter in this one. So 2 outs. Tie ball game, no runs scored so far. And that one, that'll be a swing and a miss. Strikeout. It got away from the catcher for a second, but no damage done. 3 hits, all of them singles. All that helped by a big double play. Torrey making the great defensive play, the second baseman there. And so we'll move down to the bottom of the first.
For Galway in the top of the first, no runs on 3 hits. And
Toronto, the Batmen, getting their first opportunities here. Walsh will be heading to the mound. He just pitched in that last game. Had to come in for Cleary. He started that game, ended up having to be taken out. He took a tumble on the mound. So Cleary already, or excuse me, Walsh now already pretty loose. Already pitched a good amount of innings today. A lot of work being done to clear off the mound for him. So the Batman will kick things off. We'll Give you a quick rundown of the lineup that we'll see. It'll be Owen Torrey, Mitch McKay, Tyler Pauley, Denny Benson, and then Cody Skelton, Corey Way, Derek Hyde, Johnny Baker, and Mason McKay to round things out. So we'll start things off with a second baseman. That'll be Owen Torrey. He'll be in. Still a few warm-up pitches for Walsh before the batmen take the box. Well, a beautiful day for some ball here in Kitchener, Ontario. Whole lot of fans now in attendance here at Peter Hallman Ball Yard. We saw a few sweaters, a few jackets to kick off this slightly brisk morning, but now all those are seeing almost more umbrellas than anything, blocking away that sunshine. Not a single cloud in sight from up in the box. We'll see if that sun becomes a factor. Could impact a few of those flyouts, those pop-outs. Not too big of a factor in that first game. And big thanks to everyone not able to be here in attendance, watching us on CCDTV. That's Conestoga College Digital TV. Really happy to have you here. Of course, this being a national tournament, a whole lot of national teams, and with that, a lot of national fans as well from across the country. We've seen teams from both East and West. Happy to see everyone here. Happy to have you tuning in. We'd love to know where you're tuning in from this afternoon. So it looks like Walsh is set. And Torrey, the second baseman, will get his first go of things here. First pitch to him right in the zone, called strike one. So an early 0-1 count. Walsh set out there. He has the pitch he's looking for. Delivery on that, swung on. Grounder befouled right back to the fence. So Walsh quickly ahead 0-2. Very pitcher-friendly count. We'll see if he decides to move around the strike zone a little bit or not. He was very effective back in that first game. So the 0-2 pitch, that one well high. Not a whole lot of movement from Torrey up at the plate. While we have the chance, we'll give you the defensive alignment for the Galway hitmen out there. Platoon of Walsh and Pittman. Walsh the pitcher, Pittman the catcher. Hill over at first, Kavanaugh at second. This next pitch comes in, swung on, hit well hard, deep over towards left center field, but not deep enough. The center fielder able to get underneath it, maybe just a foot and a half in front of the fence. Whole lot of power, but not a lot of wind to try and carry it that extra couple feet. So a big loud out. So that'll sit down Torrey. McKay now up, the shortstop in this one. Anyways, we'll continue with the rest of the defensive alignment while we have a second. So Hill at first, Kavanaugh second, Marr at third, Boland, the shortstop in this one. And then we'll round out the outfield. Pomeroy in left, Ezekiel in center, and Kelly over in right. McKay, this is Mitch McKay, left-handed batter. Took a second there to clear out the batter's box a touch. First pitch to him coming in. Now one upstairs, ball one. Those corner infielders, and that's Hill at first, and Marr over at third. Moved in a little bit, just in case of a bunt attempt here. Next pitch just off the plate upstairs. Bit inside, ruled by the home plate umpire. Pittman not too happy about that. Really tried to frame that one up. So an early 2-0 count. 2-0 pitch coming in. That one swung on, fouled right back. That'll bring it to 2-1. Walsh, that was his 7th pitch thrown. 1 out already, bottom 1. McKay set in the box. Next one swung on. Hit well, but foul. Just a bit late on the swing there. Walsh already mixing up the timings in the heads of these batters a little bit. Second baseman Kavanaugh just stopping to tie his shoe for a second. Defense gets set once again. Tyler Pauly on deck. If McKay can get on, the home plate umpire just double checking the call. 2-2 right now. So the 2-2 pitch coming in. That one swung on. It's going to drop over the head of the shortstop. Just a little blooper right in front of the center fielder over in left center. The first hit of the ball game for the Batmen. Would have been a tough call either way for the shortstop Bolin to try and make. Just almost caught the difference in no man's land between the shortstop, left, and center. So similar to the Hitmen, the Batmen now would love to break open this game. Runner on first. Big swing and a miss from Tyler Pauly, the left fielder in this one. Toronto would love to swing things in the right direction early on. Try and get out to a lead as soon as possible. Walsh set on the mound. Next pitch just a bit outside. Pittman trying to frame it up once again on the outer part of the plate. So an early 1-0 count. 1 out now. 1 man on. Bottom 1. Whole lot of ones going on early on. So the 1-0 pitch coming in. Swung on out towards left center. The center fielder calling off the left. He gets underneath it. That'll make it 2 outs. The center fielder, Ezekiel, able to get under it easy enough. So Ezekiel, a lot of action in center field, collecting both those outs. The second of which, not quite as loud as the first. Toronto already putting a lot of balls in play. I'll bring up Denny Benson, the right fielder. Left-hander. Swing and a foul off down the third base side. Still incredibly early in this one. Already some hits from both sides. A big semifinal bronze medal matchup between these two teams. That's the Toronto Batmen and the Galway Hitmen. Both teams would love to get their way to that gold medal match a bit later this afternoon. 0-1 pitch. That one captures the zone. And count now in the pitcher's favor, 0-2. Benson ready in the box. Walsh set on the mound. The 0-2 pitch. That one, stealing attempt. They're able to get him. They get McKay trying to squeeze in a stolen base there. Not in time. And that'll sit him down. 2 flyouts. And a man caught stealing there. So 1 hit, no damage done through the first inning now. And again, you're watching the Softball Canada Men's Fast Pitch Championships here at Peter Hallman Ball presented by Kitchener Fastball Promotions here on CCDTV. And that's Conestoga College Digital TV. I'm Justin Kohler. I'll be up here in the booth with you throughout the entire course of the day. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate having you here for the second day of the Labor Day long weekend. I'd argue this is the best weather day we've had across the board this week. A couple more brutal ones, some rainouts. But this one absolutely gorgeous. I believe we're expecting a high of around 22 degrees. Not a whole lot of wind either. And yeah, still no clouds up in the sky. Beautiful blue out there. Randerson back on the mound once again for Toronto. Threw 17 pitches in his first outing. It's back in the first. Now we push into the top of the second. Still a tie ball game. No runs scored between the two teams. So guaranteed to see the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. That's Peter Kavanaugh, Ryan Marr, and Doug Marshall up in this one. Still a clean slate here. So again, the loser in this one will still go home with a medal. They'll take the bronze. Both teams still would love to push for that gold. The winner of this one will still play a bit later today. That game coming up, I believe, at around 3:30. That'll depend on how long this game takes.
Leading off for the Galway Hitmen in the top of the second will be the second baseman, number 44.
It's right now Galway out hitting Toronto 3-1. And so we'll start things off. Kavanaugh, the right-handed batter in the box. The second baseman in today's matchup. First pitch to him. Able to drop in, catch the top of the strike zone. His first check of Randerson in this one today. 0-1 the count. The pitch coming in. Swung on and missed. Randerson kicking up a little bit of dirt on that one. Kavanaugh expecting a different pitch, a little in front of it. So a quick 0-2 count on Kavanaugh. Next one swung on. Fouled well back. Good at-bat from Kavanaugh, staying alive there. Still no runners on. Galway would love to change that, try and break open this tie ball game if Kavanaugh can get on. And that one swung on and missed, strike 3. Second strikeout for Randerson. His second back-to-back, carrying over from the first.
With 1 out, the batter is the third baseman, number 2.
So with 1 out, that'll bring up Ryan Marr to the plate, the third baseman for the Hitmen. The defense playing fairly straight up. We've seen a couple shifts throughout the entire course of the tournament, but nothing too aggressive right now from Toronto. Next pitch, well high, ball 1. Marr, a very straight up stance in the box. Not a lot of bend in his knees there. Is that pitch called strike? It'll even the count at 1-1. Marshall, the designated hitter, he's on deck. The 1-1 pitch comes in, drops into the zone. Marr held back on it. Wanted to swing at it, but not the one that he's looking for. That'll bring it to a 1-2 count. Anderson, that was his 24th pitch. Time called. This is from Marr. Wanted to take a quick second. Almost looked like Randerson was just about to deliver his pitch. Could have been an intentional move from Marr to try and change up the timing here. And set the 1-2 pitch well upstairs, evening things out at 1-2. So, of course, it's been a big, long week. Plenty of games across the board. The U23 portion of the tournament wrapped up a few days ago. Men's and Masters still underway. Next pitch, swung on, grounder, but foul down the third base side. It's been a lot of fun this week, whole lot of action. A lot of opportunities to watch some great Canadian ball. And again, we've seen a little bit of everything this week. I've gotten the nice opportunity to see quite a lot of games enter into extras. I believe I'm up to at least 3 or 4 now. Some close games, some blowouts. Almost every aspect of what you can get in a game of fast pitch ball. As Randerson set, next pitch swung on, fouled. Hear the ping off the seats down the first base side. It's like we're seeing some discussions from the umpires. Something, well, it looks like they might be motioning over to one of the carts in the outfield. Looks like their headlights are on. Could be a little bit of a distraction, particularly for the catcher, so they're getting them to turn that off. That was almost right up Main Street in center. Looks like that's been turned off, so we'll continue things now. The count still remains 2-2, 1 out. Top of the second, still a very young ball game. Again, Marr in the box, the right-handed batter. Gets set. Pitch coming in. That one in the dirt. Little bowling pitch. Hit the dirt a few feet in front of the bag. That'll make it a full count early on to Marr. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of 2. Marshall warming up, he's on deck. And the pitch, that one swung on, foul. Down the first base side, a good battle between these two so far. Marr fouling off a lot of pitches, waiting for what he likes. Been able to bring this back to a full count. Marr taking a quick second to clear out the box. So beautiful day for ball, plenty of sunshine here in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. A tight ball game here in the semifinals, still no score. Randerson gets set, he has his pitch. Marr in the box, the full count, well upstairs, ball 4, that's a walk for Marr. So from a strikeout to a walk, that'll put a runner on.
Now batting, the designated player, number 7, Doug
The 4th
Marshall.
base runner now. Boland a single in the first. Ezekiel, Walsh also singled. Now Marr on via the walk. Marshall, he's in the box. Now the right-handed batter, big swing of the first one. Bit underneath it, fouled back to the fence. Marshall, the designated hitter in this one, the DP. Kelly on deck, and then things will turn back over to the top of the order. Still one out in this one, top of 2. One runner on over on first. Randerson gets set. That one comes in drilled over just past the glove of the second baseman. Marr sits at second base, doesn't make the turn over towards third. The right fielder, Benson, able to get to it fairly quickly. But after the walk, a big single off the bat of Doug Marshall. That'll advance Marr to second, Marshall at first. One runner in scoring position now. Second inning in a row now with runners in scoring position for Galway. Would love to cash in, get off to a lead. Kelly, the right fielder in this one. Another right-handed bat. Randerson getting set. The next pitch comes in, swung on, grounded. The third baseman makes the play. Will take the routine throw over towards first. And that'll make it 2 outs. But 2 runners in scoring position now. Marr made the trip over towards third. Marshall now at second. And that'll turn things over back to the top of the lineup once again. Boland in the box, the shortstop today. Hit a single to get the game going. Randerson now up to 33 pitches. First one to Boland, swung on. It'll go over the head of the shortstop in towards left field. The throw all the way home, but not in time. A big swing off the bat of Shane Boland. That'll drive in 2, and now Galway off to a nice early lead. So all that damage done with 2 outs right now. Boland over on first. Drove in 2 off that beautiful single. First pitch grounded over towards the second baseman. A routine throw over towards first. Pomeroy sat down, but the damage already done. Some solid contact, a few singles, driving in some runs here. And the Galway Hitmen now leading 2-0. So the first lead of the day for Galway. First run scored. Toronto will get the opportunity immediately after. We'll look to the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. That'll be Danny Benson, Cody Skelton, and Corey Way. Walsh back on the mound. And while we have the opportunity, we will go through, thank a few different sponsors that we have for this tournament. Of course, none of this would be possible without their continued support. Some big shout-outs to Hallman Construction, Village Caterer, Montana's Cookhouse, McCarter Grespin Lawyers, and Iron Horse Financial Solutions. Big shout-out to all of our sponsors. A whole long list to go through. We'll keep carrying through that as we progress through the ball game. But again, a big pivotal matchup, the bronze medal semifinal game. The winner will go on to move to the gold medal matchup a bit later this afternoon. Be sure to stay tuned with us through the entire course of the day. Again, I'm Justin Kohler up in the box for this one here on Conestoga College Digital TV and CCDTV. Thank you so much for tuning in. So Galway back out in the field. That's Denny Benson now in the box once again. He was up to bat to wrap up the end of the last inning, but McKay caught stealing on his way over towards second, ended the inning, so Benson will get one more crack at it now. 0-1 the count on him after that pitch. Found the zone, and that one, another swing and a miss. Walsh ahead early, 2-0. 0-2. With the team up ahead 2-0 right now. Pitch. Just down and outside, ball 1. Walsh electing to try and get a bit of swing and miss here, moving the pitches around with an 0-2 count. Now 1-2. One-two pitch coming in. That one swung on and missed. Strike 3. Sits down Benson on that one. That's his first strikeout of the game so far.
With 1 out, the batter will be the designated player, number 3.
That'll bring up today's designated hitter for the for the Batman. That'll be Cody Skelton. First pitch to him on the way. That pitch inside, ball 1. Walsh fairly efficient in that first one. Next pitch just down outside. So 2-0 the count. Walsh now thrown 21 pitches so far in the early goings of this game. Next pitch right down the middle. Looks like Skelton was taking that one all the way no matter what. Still the first time through the order for this lineup. Getting a read for what Walsh has to offer on the mound. The 2-1 pitch. That one tries to get that one to go back into the zone. Doesn't get the call his way. The catcher, Pittman, doesn't look like you're agreed with the call too much. Has a quick word for the umpire. Turns back around. Just wanted to check where that was. Both teams still trying to figure out where this umpire strike zone just exactly is in the early goings, and then trying to use that from there as that one's fouled back to the backstop.
Hang in there, Cody. Come on now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Come on, Cody.
So the count now full, 3-2. Payoff pitch coming in. Swung on, fouled back. Skelton stays alive. If you're tuning in to watch here on CCDTV, let us know where you are. It's obviously a national championship here. Fans all over the country. Of course, not everyone can come out here in person, so we'd love to know where you're tuning in from for your Sunday afternoon. And the payoff pitch in again. Swung on, still got a piece of it. Back to the backstop there. But of course, love seeing all these fans in attendance as well. Big crowd here across the board, not just behind the backstop, but all the way around the entire diamond. Few little tents, little gazebos set up. Get a nice view of the game. The 3-2 coming in one more time. Fouled back. That one bounced right off the mask of the home plate umpire. I'll give him a second. That one came in pretty hot. The catcher, Pittman, walking around, buying the umpire just a little bit of time. It's like the home plate umpire tapped himself on the chest, gave a little thanks to the catcher there for checking in. And the count remains full, 3-2 with 1 out. So the payoff pitch coming in. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Walsh. Great battle between the two. Skelton able to foul off quite a few pitches throughout that at-bat. But Walsh getting the last laugh.
The batter is the first baseman, number 91, Corey Wade.
One viewer from Calgary, Alberta chiming in. Thanks so much for tuning in. The first pitch drilled over towards the shortstop. Grounded cleanly, though, picked up. Throw to first. And that's Corey Way, sat down pretty early on. And that'll retire the side. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Very efficient. Now 6 up, 6 down in this one. 2 flyouts, 2 strikeouts, a caught stealing, and a ground out. Walsh very effective so far. So Galway's still ahead right now, 2-0 in this young game. A very tight battle between these two teams. A fight for a chance to go towards the gold medal game later this afternoon. Two more viewers chiming in from over in Newfoundland, Witness Bay and St. John's. Thanks so much for checking it out. Really appreciate having everyone here. Hopefully the weather is just as nice for everyone watching at home as it is here in Kitchener, Ontario. Of course, couldn't say the same thing a bit earlier this week. We had an over 5-hour rain delay on Tuesday and an over 4-hour rain delay on Thursday. I was on the call for both those ones. I had a game, I think it was a game for the U23 portion of the tournament scheduled for around 1:15. That didn't end up playing until closer to 8. So a late night. I wake up for work at around 2 in the morning, so that was not exactly a fun wake up for my Wednesday morning. One more from Port Elgin, Ontario. Love to have you here. I have some family out in that direction. Yeah, beautiful day for ball. Plenty of sunny skies. Again, still, I do not see a single cloud up in the sky. Of course, that can have its pros and its cons. We'll see if it becomes a factor, especially for these outfielders on some of these flyouts, these line drives out there. Not a big factor so far.
For the Galway Hitmen will be the center fielder, number 11, Brad Ezekiel.
And so we'll see the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, the real heart of the order for Galway coming back up. That's Brad Ezekiel, Colin Walsh, and Jason Hill. Ezekiel will start things off. He's 1 for 1, a single back in the first. Randerson back on the mound once again. Fans starting to get a little louder here. Cheering on the teams, both sides, plenty of fans in attendance. First pitch to Ezekiel. Coming in. Now one great velocity, but well high, just out of the zone for ball 1. Ezekiel, one of the few old school stances in the box. It's the count 1-0. Coming in. Another one, similar spot, well high. Hyde having to extend to keep that one in front of him. The Galway Hitmen still leading 2-0 against the Toronto Patmen in this one. Galway, the away team. Toronto, the home team. The 2-0 pitch swung on, fouled back. Another fan out from Newfoundland watching. Appreciate having you here. Some good representation from all over Canada. We had some viewers from over in Victoria, so all the way out west during the last one. So the count 2-1 now. None out here, top of the third. That pitch comes in. Gets the strike zone. Ezekiel tried to hold back on it. Still went around. I think I called strike anyway. That'll even things up at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch Comes in, swung on, just past the pitcher. It makes its way over towards center field into the grass. A big single. Ezekiel made a big turn around the first base bag. Trying to see if he could catch the defense sleeping a little bit, but hustles back over towards first.
Now at bat,
That's 2 singles for him in this one.
Colin Walsh.
That'll bring up Colin Walsh, also 1 for 1. Singled in his last at-bat. The third of what was 3 singles in the first inning. First pitch to him. Catches the zone, strike 1. Walsh looked like he thought about that one for a second, elected to hold back, maybe not the pitch that he was looking for. Another viewer from Collingwood, Ontario. Thanks for tuning in. Not too far away, at least for me. That one grounded in the dirt, gets just in front of the catcher, able to get to it in time. Hold Ezekiel over at first. I've got family all over the place, including Thunder Bay, Ontario, so I've done that drive. So pretty much anywhere across Ontario for me is not as long as that drive could be. But big thanks for tuning in. Again, I hope the weather is as nice where you're watching it from as it is here in Kitchener. Count now 1-1, no outs still. Ezekiel over on first. The hitman looking to extend this lead. As that one just up and out of the zone. That'll bring it to a 2-1 count. So again, still one more match after this in the men's portion of the tournament. That'll be the gold medal game, currently scheduled for about 3:30. Next pitch swung on, fouled right back. A big mean swing at it, but just got a bit underneath it. The third baseman, Baker, coming in. A couple words with his pitcher. Anderson taking an extra second. Toronto still down 2-0 in this one. Walsh would love to keep the momentum going in the way of Galway, as that one well low out of the zone. We'll have another full count already. So Walsh in the box right now. Jason Hill warming up. Again, Brad Ezekiel still over on the first base bag. 2-0 the lead. Galway the chance, threatening to try and score more here in the top of the third. Randerson set the pitch. That one downstairs, ball 4. A good battle from Walsh. Takes the free bag. Now a runner in scoring position, 2 men on. A dangerous spot now. Galway really threatening to blow this one open already. Randerson now up to 46 pitches. Two batters faced so far in the top of the third. A single given up to Brad Ezekiel. Now a walk to Colin Walsh. I'll bring up Jason Hill. It's the first baseman. He struck out in the first inning. Big opportunity here if Hill can collect. He squares to bunt on the first one, but that one upstairs pulls back in time, so that'll be ball 1. Still none out here. Hill could try and bunt a single, either probably looking for a sacrifice here to advance these runners. Try and get 2 in scoring position. Squares up to bunt already again, testing it out, trying to pull in these corner infielders. And the 1-0 pitch swung on. It's over towards the first baseman. He'll take the easy out at first, makes the throw towards second. But the tag needed on that one after getting the force at first. So still 1 out. Hill able to advance the runners. He did his job. Great work, though, by Way, the first baseman, to come up with that one cleanly. Try for 2. Would have been tough either way to try and get 2 outs there, with Walsh really hustling off of first. Kavanaugh now in the box, the right-handed batter. First pitch to him comes in. That one catches the top part of the plate for strike 1. Kavanaugh struck out in his last at-bat. That was back in the second. Next pitch to him, downstairs. That'll even the count at 1-1, now with 1 out. Anything to the outfield, anything to that grass should score a run, if not more. Kavanaugh calls time. So 2 men on, both in scoring position. Again, that's Ezekiel over at third, Walsh now at second. Big opportunity for Kavanaugh. Time called. It's like Randerson cycling through the pitches there, communicating back and forth with Hyde, the catcher. They're the platoon in this one. He's set on the mound. The 1-1 pitch. That one upstairs. That'll bring it to 2-1. Good hold from Kavanaugh. One viewer now tuning in from Alert Nunavut. Wow. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, fans from out east, out west, now up north as well. Great way to spend the Labor Day long weekend, as that one catches the plate. That'll even things up at 2-2. So big pivotal time, still 1 out. Kavanaugh the chance to try and break this game wide open. Just 1 out, 2 in scoring. Randerson set on the mound. The 2-2 pitch. Now one just a bit outside, doesn't catch the plate. That'll bring it to yet another full count here. Still a 2-run ball game. Galway pulled ahead back in the second off a big 2-run RBI off the bat. 2 RBI single off the bat of Shane Boland back in that inning. It's the count full. The payoff pitch. That one downstairs. Ball 4. Doesn't catch the plate. That'll load the bases. And 2 walks in the inning now. Back to back. Walsh walked his way on. Kavanaugh now walks his way on. Randerson now up to 54 pitches. It's only through 2 1/3 as we push our way through the top of the 3rd inning. Meeting on the mound at a pivotal time. Toronto not wanting to let Galway blow this one open. Everyone talking things over, freaking out where they're going to throw, how they're going to approach this. We might see the infield pulled in a little bit. Try and make the play at home if they can. Prevent any runs from scoring. Yeah, we're already seeing it. Those middle infielders. Torrey at second, McKay over at short, well in. They don't want to let anything get by him. Make the play at home. And that'll bring up Ryan Marr. He walked in his last at-bat. It's one of those 2 runs driven in off the Bolin single. Randerson set. First pitch to Marr, big swing and a miss. Some big hacks coming off the bat of Marr. Still 1 out. It's important opportunities. You really want to come in clutch for your team, but you don't want that to get in your own head as well. Anything to the outfield should score a run. Randerson set. He's got his pitch, but calls time. Catcher calls time on this one. Pivotal time. We'll really see how Toronto is able to battle right here. Already down 2-0, bases loaded. Could be a big shift in momentum mentally if they're able to shut this inning down. Randerson now set. Marr in the box. The count 0-1. That one downstairs in the dirt. Good work from Hyde, the catcher, to keep that in front of him. Fans really getting involved. A lot of tension building, high pressure situation. The count now even, 1-1. 1 out, top of the third. 2-0 ball game. 1-1 pitch. Upstairs, the catcher, Hyde, tried to frame it how he could. As a quick little look back to the umpire. Third baseman Baker, another quick comment for the pitcher. Count in the batter's favor right now, 2-1. The pitch comes in, big swing and a miss. It's like a foul tip on that one. Great velocity coming in from Randerson. Count even once again, 2-2. Marr in the box. Marshall warming up. He'll be next. He singled in his last at-bat to get on. Time called by Marr. Looks like something might have gotten in his eye or in his face. Brushes that off. He gets set once again. So the base is loaded. The count 2-2. 1 out here, top of 3. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on. Foul tip, foul back to the backstop. That'll keep Marr alive in this one. So again, that's Ezekiel over at third. Walsh now at second. Kavanaugh at first. A single and back-to-back walks got them all on. Marr the chance to really collect. Beautiful day, a great ball game here in Kitchener, Ontario. Pivotal matchup between these two teams, Galway and Toronto. The count remains 2-2. Comes in another foul back. Great job by Marr to stay alive, really extending these at-bats. Randerson now up to 60 pitches in this one. Infield still shifted in. Likely making a play at home if it gets to them. Anything to try and prevent a run from scoring. Of course, though, a grounder to second could result in a double play. That might be also what they're aiming for. The 2-2 pitch. That one catches the top part of the plate. Marr strikes out, looking. The third strikeout for Randerson comes at an incredibly pivotal time. Now 2 outs. I wouldn't be surprised to see the infielders back up a little bit, can make the play at whatever closest bag they can. They still sit in fairly shifted in just in case now with 2 outs. Doug Marshall now in the box, the right-handed bat. 1 for 1, a single back in the second. And the second of the 2 runs to come in. Randerson gets set on the mound. First pitch coming into Marshall. That one just outside the zone. Great movement on it, but good on Marshall to hold back. 1-0 the count, 2 outs, bases still loaded. Kelly warming up in the box. And things will turn back over to the top of the order. Crowd getting loud here in Kitchener, Ontario. Swing and a miss on that one, well in front of it. And leaving things up at 1-1. Yeah, crowd really starting to get involved, cheering on their teams. They know this could be one of the pivotal parts of this game in either direction. Randerson, Toronto hoping to shut it down. Strand 3 runners on the base paths. Galway looking to cash in. That one swing and a miss downstairs. That one well out of the zone. Marshall looking to connect. Needs to slow things down a little bit. Count now 1-2. Ezekiel at third, Walsh at second, Kavanaugh at first. 2 outs, a 2-0 lead for Galway in the top of 3. Randerson set on the mound. The 0-2 pitch, 1-2, strikeout, big one. Marshall not too happy with the call there, arguing to the home plate umpire. 2 back-to-back pivotal strikeouts. Randerson able to get out of it cleanly.
For the Galway Hitmen in the top of the third, there were no runs on 1 hit and 3 left on base.
What a show right now from Randerson. Got himself into a tough situation, a single, a walk. Another walk to Kavanaugh to load the bases. But then a ground out to Hill, 2 strikeouts to Marr, and Marshall able to get out of the inning nice and cleanly. Still a bit of an expanded pitch count right now. It took a lot to get through that inning. But good job for Toronto to keep it at a 2-run ball game. And again, big shout out to everyone watching here on CCDTV. That's Conestoga College Digital TV. Been checking in with a whole lot of viewers across the country. One more coming in from over in Labrador West. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate having you here. A whole lot of Eastern representation from across Canada. Of course, we've gotten a couple from Saskatchewan. We've gotten some from over in Victoria in past games. One from Nunavut in this one as well. Great having you here. And again, if you're just joining us, this is the Softball Canada Men's Fast Pitch Championships here at Peter Hallman Ball Yard, presented by Kitchener Fastball Promotions. A pivotal game, this being the semi-final bronze medal game. The winner of this one will go on. They'll face the Saskatoon Jacks in the gold medal matchup. Loser will have to settle with a bronze medal. Of course, both teams really pushing for that gold medal match. That's coming up a bit later this afternoon. Currently scheduled for 3:30. We'll keep you updated as that changes, though. But still plenty of ball left in this one. Toronto now up to the plate. Galway back out in the field. Derek Hyde in the box, the catcher. He'll take that one upstairs for ball 1. That's Walsh still on the mound out there. The 1-0 pitch coming in. That one down inside. I'll bring it to an early 2-0 count. Walsh up to 31 pitches. He's through 2 fairly clean innings so far. 3 up, 3 down in both those situations. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on, ground over towards the first baseman. He'll make the easy couple steps to first. And a very quick out number 1 here in the bottom of the third. So that'll bring up Johnny Baker, the third baseman for Toronto. Guaranteed to see Mason McKay next, the center fielder, and then he'll turn back over to the top of the order. For Baker, it's his first time getting a look at Walsh today. That pitch just outside. The catcher, Pittman, had a quick turn to the home plate umpire. Thought that was a close one. Doesn't go his way, though. So 1-0 the count, 1 out here, bottom 3. Now getting into the middle innings of this one. That one swung on over towards right field. The right fielder, a good sliding play to get it in the glove. A big out here, 2 quick back-to-back outs. A grounder over to first and a fly out over towards right. Some good power on it. Great athleticism from Kelly over in right field to get to it. Some great stuff, some good contact from Toronto. Just not hitting it to the right parts of the field right now. We'll see how that changes through the rest of the game. Next pitch upstairs, that's to Mason McKay, the center fielder. Plenty of ball left to play. Galway still leads this one 2-0, bottom 3. Next pitch catches the inner part of the plate. McKay backing up a little bit, but still goes the way of the pitcher, evening things out at 1-1 with 2 outs. Walsh just at 35 pitches, 36 now, excuse me. Next one coming in upstairs. I'm bringing it to 2-1. Walsh very good at expanding the zone a bit when he needs to. Not afraid to go to those pitches upstairs. Try and get a bit of swing and miss. McKay very patient so far. The count 2-1. That one swung on, grounded. The second baseman comes up with a clean lead. The throw to first. A quick 3 outs here. Good job by Kavanaugh to make the out over at first. 4-3 the call on that one. Toronto will send up the top of the lineup when they come back in the 4th. They'll turn things back over to Galway once again. We'll take one more opportunity to thank a few sponsors throughout the entire course of this tournament. None of this possible without their support constantly throughout. Big shout-outs to MTE Consultants, Expressway, Ford, New Hamburg, Conestoga College, of course, heading up the broadcast here. Big shout-out to them, making me sound all pretty on air. MHBC, that's McNaughton, Hempson, Britton, Clarkson, Planning Limited as well. Big shout out to all of our sponsors for making this possible. We'll take a time to thank the grounds crew as well. They've really been put through the ringer this week. We've mentioned those rain delays that we've had back on Tuesday and Thursday. At one point, I think more so Tuesday in particular, was really almost looking like a lake in the infield. They really battled through it. Incredible turnaround, very quick, getting these fields reset game to game. 3 diamonds here that they've had to pay attention to throughout the entire course of the tournament. I believe we're down to just 2 now that we're down to the men's masters portions. But still great work for them. Always have to give them a big shout out. We'll also take a quick second to, of course, give a big shout out to the umpires in this one too. Obviously, there's times they're not the favorite people from the players or the fans, especially those here in attendance, but this entire game not possible without them behind the plate in the field, making those calls, really putting things into perspective in the game. Great having them here, some great personalities amongst that group. And so Randerson will be back on the mound once again. Bit of an extended inning in the 3rd. Really battled through some tough situations. But back out once again. While we transition to the top of the 4th, we'll give a bit of an update just on the overall stat lines for these 2 pitchers. Randerson coming up right now has given up 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 4 strikeouts, and 3 walks in the game so far. Walsh on the other side through 3 innings, just 1 hit so far and 2 strikeouts. Walsh up to 38 pitches, 24 of those strikes. Randerson, on the other hand, has thrown 65. 42 of those have been called strikes during this contest. So that'll bring Andrew Kelly, the right fielder, into the box. Right-handed batter as well. After him, we're moving back to the top of the order, so we'll see Boland and Pomeroy no matter what. First pitch downstairs, ball one. Kelly, a ground out victim back in the second. He's looking to turn things around, get his first hit of the ball game. Randerson set the pitch. That one downstairs, a little dribbler over towards home plate. Brings it to an early batters count, 2-0. Again, plenty of fan interaction, whole lot of cheers here at Peter Hallman Ball Yard. Great to see so many people here in attendance. Again, big shout out to everyone tuning in here on CCDTV. Thanks for being here with us. Randerson getting set once again on the mound. The 2-0 pitch, swung on, drilled over towards left field, but looks like it's going well. Foul. Absolutely turned on that pitch, just a little bit early though. Left fielder hustled over for a little bit. That's Pauly over there, and then slowed right down once he saw how far foul it was going to go. Able to get it back in. Looks like after that big hit, they're going to swap out the ball right now.
Come on, Rando, get back even here.
So the count now 1-2. A big first strike. So Kelly set in the box. Randerson has his pitch on the mound. The 2-1 coming in. Swing and a miss. Went downstairs with that one. Kelly ended up just being a bit too high above that one. Evening things up at 2-2. Boland warming up. He's on deck. Top of the order coming back up next. It's the 2-2 pitch. That one called strike three. Kelly a little upset, thought it was just off the plate, doesn't go his way. That's 3 back-to-back strikeouts now for Randerson, carrying over from the third. And again, that'll turn things back over to the top of the order. Shane Boland coming up, he's 2 for 2. 2 singles, one being a 2 RBI single in the second. Randerson getting set. First pitch to Boland, swung on, goes over towards left field. The left fielder running in, able to make the grab, a great dive. Pauly able to extend over there, make the catch. Great defensive play from the left fielder. Incredible play. That one almost looked like it was going to drop right in front of him. Almost looked like he himself kind of thought, do I slow down? Do I speed up to go for it? Puts his body on the line to make that great grab. A quick 2 outs here. Pushing through the top of the fourth. I'll bring up Jordan Pomeroy once again. 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play. And that pitch just a bit outside for ball one. Yeah, 4-6-1 double play in the first. Grounded out in the second as well, so he's 0 for 2. Would love to collect his first hit in the ball game. Pomeroy set in the box. Randerson set. The 1-0 pitch swung on. Little grounder foul. For Randerson, that's his 73rd pitch now. Defense behind him looking to keep it a 2-0 lead for Galway. And the 1-1. That one downstairs in the dirt. Randerson giving up a lot of singles so far. Some clutch hitting off the bats of Galway. Looks like he might be dancing around the zone a little bit, trying to limit any harder contact from the Galway bats. Doing well, got out of last inning unscathed. Great so far in this one as that one swung on. Well fouled down the third base side, though. A lot of lift, got a bit under it. Pomeroy. So Pomeroy, he's in the box right now. Brad Ezekiel, he's warming up. He's 2 for 2. Love a chance to bat with a runner on base. We'll see how Pomeroy comes up in this one. The count now 2-1 on Pomeroy. The next pitch swung on over towards right field. It touches the grass. He gets by the right fielder. It's going out towards the right field wall. Pomeroy all the way around second. He's into third. He's getting the wave home. He's going to dive in, but he's out at home plate, not able to get around the catcher. Great work from the right fielder, Benson, to make that throw. And good job from Hyde to get the out there. A little too aggressive of a call there. Galway looking to extend this lead. A great hit from Pomeroy. But Toronto able to get out of it on the call at home plate. A tough call. We'll see how that one's ruled. The right fielder initially not able to come up with it cleanly. That's how it got behind him. Great recovery off the throw to get the out. We'll see how that one's officially ruled. We'll have that one for you in just a second. But it'll still remain a 2-0 ball game. A tough call. If Pomeroy holds up over at third, that would have brought up Brad Ezekiel, who's 2 for 2 in this one. So it looks like it's going to be ruled an error initially on the right fielder, Benson. Advancing to second on the error, going to third on the error, but then out at home. So it will be an error charged to the right fielder. But still comes up clean, no damage done. Incredibly flashy play there. We've seen some great defense. Only a little bit of shaky defense, putting them into that situation, but incredible recovery. That'll bring up Toronto once again. Still down 2-0 here, moving into the bottom of the fourth. Walsh back on the mound. We turn things back to the top of the order for Toronto. It's Owen Torrey, second baseman in the box. Guaranteed to see Torrey, Mitch McKay, Tyler Pauley up after him. The right-handed batter set. That pitch swung on, drilled over towards center fielder. Center fielder able to move over. A close one, but a quick out here, bottom four. Only maybe about 2 feet away from that center field wall.
With 1 out, the batter is the shortstop, number 16, Mitch McKay.
So that'll bring up Mitch McKay. He's the shortstop. A single back in the first inning. This is his second at-bat. And again, a big shout out to everyone watching here on CCDTV, Conestoga College Digital TV. I'm Justin Kohler up in the box. Thanks so much for tuning in. First pitch just outside. Looks like time called. I have a bit of a meeting on the mound here. Head coach coming out. Might have seen a bit of a funky move from his pitcher there. They're going to come in, check to see how he's doing. Oh, might be clearing the mound a little bit. That turns around relatively quick, though. Not a long meeting. And so we've been checking in with a whole lot of fans tuning in on CCDTV. These latest of which saying they're from Cupid's Crossing, Newfoundland. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really happy to have you here. Whole lot from out east. Of course, a beautiful day here in Kitchener, Ontario. Whole lot of fans in attendance here at Peter Hallman Ball Yard. Next pitch swung on and missed. It'll even the count at 1-1. Again, if you're just joining us, a very pivotal game, the semifinal bronze medal game between the Toronto Batmen and Galway Hitmen. Galway still ahead 2-0 in this one. It's the 1-1 pitch. That one drops into the zone. Called strike two, bringing it to a 1-2 count. So the winner of this one will advance to the gold medal game. That'll be coming up right after this. Make sure you stay tuned. That'll be against the Saskatoon Jacks. A lot riding on the line in this one, though. The loser will still go home with the bronze. Of course, want to fight their way to that gold medal matchup. 1-2 pitch, just a bit outside. Evening things up at 2-2. So Toronto looking to try and get some runs on the board. All starts with a hit. One out here. Swung on, lifted well high, rocketed in the sky. But foul as well. That's behind us up in the box. Again, Walsh now up to 44 pitches. McKay 1 for 1. I'd like to add on to that here. He's set. Next pitch just a bit inside, having to back up off the plate. It'll bring it to another full count. Walsh would love to see his 4th 3-up, 3-down inning. Kind of an unconventional 3-up, 3-down and back in the first. So that one's drilled over towards left field, over the head of the third baseman. Left fielder coming up with it, make the throw towards second. Not in time, though. A 1-out double off the bat of Mitch McKay puts a runner in scoring position.
Left fielder number 7, Tyler Pauly.
And that'll bring up the left fielder, Tyler Pauly. He's 0 for 1 today. Flew out back in the first. So McKay at second. Chance to cut this lead in half if Toronto can come up with a hit here, as that one's grounded foul down the first base side. So with 1 out, a catch in the outfield could likely advance the runner. Anything touching the grass could drive a run home. A lot of potential here. The first runner in scoring position for Toronto so far in this game. Batman starting to battle back. Walsh has his pitch on the mound. He's set. Delivers. It's a bit outside. That'll even things up at 1-1. So Denny Benson warming up next. He's on deck. Pauly hoping to get on. 1-1 pitch, 1 out. Oh, just a bit outside. Pittman, the catcher, really tried to frame that one up, held it for a second. Hoping to get the call his way. Doesn't look like Walsh is too happy with that call either. He's taking a second to himself. He's set on the mound. The 2-1 pitch coming in. That one called strike on the outer part of the plate, evening things up at 2-2. Great game so far between these two teams. Great job by Toronto to limit Galway to as much as they have. Still leading by 2, though. Toronto threatening now. The tying run at the plate. Time called by the catcher. Pittman going out, talking things over. And the first little bit of danger for Galway in this one. Again, that's McKay over on second. A sharp double over towards left. Got him on. Owen Torrey flew out right before him over to center field. Well hit one, just not far enough. Is the count even? 2-2, 1 out here, bottom 4. Swung on, fouled back. Pauly staying alive. Great game so far. Very happy to be watching a whole lot of ball on this Labor Day long weekend. I'm sure you are too. Thanks so much for tuning in. Love seeing that support from across the country for all the teams that we've seen throughout this tournament. Plenty of representation from across Canada. The 2-2 pitch, just a bit outside. That'll make the count full. Crowd starting to get a little loud. A full count now. Runner in scoring position. Love to drive McKay home here if you're a Toronto fan. Next pitch, swung on well high. The right fielder moving back. It's going. A great grab through the wall. Impeccable fielding by Kelly out there. We're going to see how they rule it. McKay able to go all the way home, but usually I believe the rules will say if he goes through the fence, you're only able to be granted, I believe, one base on that one. They might send him back. They're going to be talking things over. We've seen that happen a couple times throughout this tournament. But important for Toronto to try and just keep the play going however they can. And yes, I believe McKay will be sent back over to third base, able to advance from second to third. Toronto going to argue it, though. We've seen arguments every time this rule has come up. Well, of course, you get into the whole argument, essentially, of, oh, if he was able to catch it in front of the fence, would he only be able to go to first? Oh, because he went through the wall, is that the only reason he was able to go home? It gets into a kind of very hypothetical territory. That's why these rules are in place. But of course, the team being impacted by it, never going to be too happy with the call. So big fly out to right field in this one. That'll make it 2 outs now. McKay able to advance over to third. Denny Benson now in the box. Struck out back in the second. He's 0 for 1. The pitch swung on, drilled over towards right field. It'll be caught by the right fielder. Impressive showing from Kelly over and right. 2 big important plays. Good hustle from him to get in for that one. Great athleticism for that extending catch. Plowing through that right field wall. So Toronto threatens there, able to get McKay all the way towards third after a double. But 3 flyouts in the inning will sit Toronto down. Still a 2-run lead for Galway. Great game so far. Again, for those just joining us today, you're watching the Softball Canada Men's Fast Pitch Championships here at Peter Hallman Ball-Yard, presented by Kitchener Fastball Promotions. Been a great week so far, some incredible games across the board. Like I mentioned a bit earlier, the U23 was the earliest. That one wrapped up a couple days ago, but the men's and masters still going on. Today, though, being the last day of the tournament, this being the semifinal bronze medal game, the gold medal matchup coming right after this. Thank you so much for tuning in. Still stay tuned. A whole lot of baseball still coming up as we start to push through the middle innings of this one. That's between the Galway Hitmen and Toronto Batmen. Galway still leading 2-0. They got both those runs back in the second off a 2 RBI single from the bat of Shane Boland. He drove in Ryan Marr, who got on base with a walk, and Doug Marshall got on base with a single. That's been the only scoring so far. Both teams threatening at times. Both staying in it. Tides could turn incredibly quickly. Even in that last game. Just before this, Galway was able to push a 4-1 lead against the Loggers. And they battled back, made it a 4-3 game, just not able to finish things off. That was how Galway got here in the first place to this game with Toronto.
The top pick for Galway Hitman will be the center fielder, number 11, Brad Ezekiel.
So it'll be Randerson back on the mound once again. 75 pitches so far through 4 innings. Just giving up those 2 runs so far, but 2 important runs, the only ones of the ball game. So we'll see the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. That's Brad Ezekiel, Colin Walsh, and Jason Hill due up. Ezekiel 2 for 2. 2 singles. He's made it to third base every time. Hasn't been able to come around quite yet. First pitch drops into the zone, called strike. Still plenty of ball left in this one. Next pitch to him downstairs. Great outing so far. Great battling back from Randerson on the mound. Gotten himself into a couple dangerous spots. Still battles back every time. Count now, 2-1. Ezekiel set in the box. Big swing and a miss. Again, that'll even things up. 2-2 the count now. Ezekiel would love to get on. Galway looking to extend this lead. Been 2-0 for a little while now. Next pitch swung on, drilled, but right into the glove of the third baseman. That's Baker over there. Allowed first out. And that'll bring up Colin Walsh. 1 for 1, a walk back in the first. Or no, excuse me, a single back in the first, a walk back in the third. Right-handed batter getting set. Randerson has his pitch. He's platooning with the catcher, Hyde. That one swung on, drilled right up Main Street, over towards center field. It hits the grass. A lot of power on it, gets its way right to the center fielder, so a pretty loud single off the bat of Colin Walsh.
Now batting the first baseman, number 10, Jason Hill.
That'll bring up Jason Hill, the first baseman in this one. See what's happening here. Might be getting a pinch runner. I believe that's Dwyer coming in. So pinch runner here.
Come on, boys, what we got? Let's go here.
Giving Hill a bit of rest.
Now running at first, Jared Pico.
So actually, I believe that's Jared Pico over there now at first base. First baseman Hill in the box. Left-handed batter swings, drills it over towards right field. The right fielder, Benson, able to get underneath it. Pico over that first, thinks about making the jump towards second, but it'll go right back towards the first base bag. So fly out to right. 2 outs now in the inning.
With 2 outs, the batter is the second baseman, number 44, Peter Kelly.
Again, a big shout out to everyone watching here on CCDTV, Conestoga College Digital TV. Hear you on that one, Sherry. I'll try and be as descriptive as I can over towards those plays in the outfield. Of course, limited a little bit by the tech, the amount of cameras we have at our disposal this week. But big thanks to the full team at Conestoga College. We're going to make this as beautiful of broadcast as we can. And yeah, the tough thing, so I was just talking with one of our producers here. The tough thing is we're actually limited by a bit of staffing as well, as that one's driven right to the pitcher. Able to come up with that one cleanly. That'll sit him down. As I was saying, we're a little limited by staffing on the Conestoga College side in terms of the back end. We actually do not have a camera operator as well for a whole lot of the cameras here, so we're a little limited on the angles that we can get and have access to. So we'll do the best that we can throughout the course of the broadcast. So now a little pop-up to the pitcher. Very clean inning there. Just the one hit given up to Colin Walsh. That'll push things now into the bottom of the 5th inning. And again, a whole lot of sunshine. Really beautiful day. The nicest day, I would argue, that we've seen across the entire week. Battled through some rough days, some clouds, some rain. A bit of on and off overcast, making a lot of the sunglasses on and off for especially those players in the outfield. But a beautiful day. Still no clouds in sight here in Kitchener, Ontario. Hope everyone at home's having just as nice of weather as we're having here. And so it'll be Walsh back on the mound once again. Very effective through this one so far. Just 55 pitches thrown. Guaranteed to see the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. That's Cody Skelton, Corey Way, and Derek Hyde. Of course, Toronto would love to extend that, get a few more men on. Lead off with the left-handed Cody Skelton. Designated hitter in this one. He struck out back in the second. It was the second strikeout for Walsh in this one. First pitch down inside. Gets well away. The first baseman having to collect it. Luckily, no men on. No danger there. Again, looking back at our live feed, big thank you, Avery. Telling us we're doing a great job. Really appreciate those words. Been a whole lot of fun this week. Really watching this whole ball game across the entire week, the entire tournament. It's been enough thanks for us. I know all of us really appreciate the comment, though, as that one's grounded over towards second, thrown to first. Skelton didn't even make the effort to go towards the first base bag, almost immediately turned into the dugout. Ground out victim there. I'll bring up Corey Way, the first baseman. Right-handed batter, grounded out back in the second. 6-3 on that one. Pretty sharp ground out over towards the third base side. Shortstop picking that one up. First pitch to him, upstairs. Walsh gets set and count 1-0 here. That one catches the inner part of the plate, evening things up at 1-2. Derek Hyde warming up. He's due up next. So the 1-1 count, 1 out. Pitch coming in. That one just down and inside. Good attempt there. Any contact on that pitch wouldn't have been hit too hard. The count now 2-1. Way in the box. That one swung on, fouled back. A lovely day. We're just on the border of having to put sunglasses on here in the booth as well. We're right up on that third base side behind the fence. Probably within the next half an hour or so, I'm going to have my own shades on. A bright, bright day with all that sunshine. Count even 2-2. Swung on, drilled over towards center field. Able to make the grab cleanly. That's Ezekiel out there. Great work, a great read off that one as well. That'll make it a quick 2 outs here. That very efficient outing continuing from Walsh. And again, Walsh already having to really battle throughout the day. He had to come in throughout that last game against the Loggers. after Cleary had to be taken out. He started that game on the pitching side, but took a fumble on the mound. They had to take him out of the game. So Cleary doing well now in his second game. That one called strike on the other part of the plate. It's Derek Hyde in there. Gave a little head tilt to the umpire. Wasn't too pleased with that call. Count now 0-1 with 2 outs. Next pitch, big swing and a miss. Huge miss there on that one. Took a really mean hack at it. Hyde, the catcher, really making it nice and clear for us in the booth. He wears number 2 and plays the number 2 position. 0-2 pitch, just a bit down outside. Good pitch selection from Walsh, though, trying to get that swing and miss on the outer part of the plate. Still a 2-run ball game. Galway leading. 2-0 in this one. And now big swing and the miss. Another strikeout. Hyde not too happy. Slammed the bat down into the ground. I believe that's now the 3rd strikeout for Walsh. Picked up 2 back in the second. But a lot of soft contact since, apart from that loud double back in the 4th. And so that'll turn things over to the top of the 6th. Things starting to get really late in this one. Just 2 innings left to go. Galway has been leading it since the 2nd inning. A 2-run lead, 2-0. Off a 2 RBI double from the bat of Shane a 2 RBI single, off the bat of Shane Boland. Drove in Ryan Marr and Doug Marshall. And we'll start off with those 2 this inning. Marr due up first, Marshall next, Kelly, and then we'll be back to the top of the order. Take one more opportunity to thank the grounds crew here at Peter Hallman Ball Yard, and that's thanks to the City of Kitchener, their crew. Battled through it all, very efficient, turning these fields around game to game. Plenty of games this week, no shortage of work for them, but we appreciate everything that they're doing. So it'll be Randerson back in for this one, continuing his outing up to 84 pitches. Looks like we're taking a second here. I wonder if we might be seeing some sort of pitching change. They might be getting someone ready. A bit of a delay to start things off. Some communications back and forth. I believe that's from the Galway side. But an umpire over by the Toronto dugout. I'll try and keep you updated with what's going on. Looks like the second baseman, Torrey, was just trying to get a bit of water before going out, at least from the look of it. Safe call there. And so continuing to get set here on the mound. The game really starting to get to the later stages. Again, a big do-or-die matchup right now. The loser won't be going home empty-handed. We'll still leave with the bronze medal. The winner, though, gets to go on to the gold medal game, facing the Saskatoon Jacks. Thanks, everyone, for watching here on CCDTV. And just as I mentioned Saskatoon, another viewer. We've been checking in with everyone from across Canada watching through the feed here. And just as I mentioned that, a viewer from Saskatoon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate having you here for your Sunday. Middle day of a long weekend, Labor Day on Monday. That pitch upstairs. So Mar starting things off, the third baseman for Galway. He's 0 for 1. He walked his way back on base in the second and struck out in the third. Ended up being the first of the 2 runs scored for the Hitmen. So not out, top of 6, 1-0 the count. That one swung on, fouled way up. Big ping as it slams into the stands just behind the backstop there. Looks like he's going to throw that one back in. There's one of the fans there doing that. So down to the final couple innings here, entering the top of the 6th. Galway leading 2-0 over Toronto. Our big swing and a miss. Good movement by Randerson to get that one out of the zone. Looks like we might be seeing a pinch hitter coming in after this. I believe that's Mark Corbett warming up. Count now 1-2. Randerson set. The pitch coming in. That one's a bit too high upstairs, evening things out at 2-2. So still plenty of tools left in these toolboxes for both teams. The full bench is at their disposal. Mar in the box, the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 called. Another strikeout. That's the 6th, I believe, for Randerson. Great way to start things off.
With 1 out, the batter will be
Galway would love to extend this lead as much as possible. Hoping to put it out of reach of Toronto. It's really been a 2-0 lead now for about 4 innings. As Randerson gets set. Pitch it, a little dribbler, makes its way to home plate. And yes, that's Mark Corbett in there. He's pinch hitting, the left-handed batter. Getting his first hacks at it. So 1-0 count, 1 out. That one. He'll appeal, see if he went around on the swing. They rule he did go around. That'll even things out at 1-1. Good pitch selection from Randerson so far. Really mixing it up, trying to keep these batters on their toes. Keep it to a 2-run ball game. Next pitch up and in. Corbett having to back up a little bit off the plate. So the 2-1 pitch coming in from Randerson. I want another little dribbler. Usually like to call those little bowling ball pitches. Bouncing off the ground over towards the catcher. He'll brush that one off before throwing it back to his pitcher. So a hitter-friendly count, 3-1. No runners on, 1 out. Corbett, the left-hander in the box. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. That'll bring it to a full count. Good job by Randerson. Trying to go back after this batter. Getting into a dicey 3-1 spot, throwing a strike right in there. So 1 out here, top of 6, a 2-run ball game. The payoff pitch coming in. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Randerson. Now his 7th of the ball game. He's looking to keep it close, as tight as possible. Put the offense in a better position to try and get some more runs. Limiting any future damage from being done. That'll bring Andrew Kelly back into the box. He's 0 for 2, a ground-out victim back in the second, struck out in the fourth. First pitch to him. Swung on, a little dribbler over towards the second baseman. A quick throw to first. And a very easy routine outing. Randerson 3 up, 3 down.
For Galway in the top of the sixth, nothing across.
And when Toronto comes back to the bats, they'll kick things off with the top of the order when they come into the seventh. But that'll turn things back over. Or excuse me, for Galway. Mixing myself up here. Toronto now set to go into the batter's box. Galway taking the field. So we go into the bottom of the sixth. So while we have a chance, we'll take one more opportunity to thank a few more of our sponsors. Plenty to thank. We've been making our way through the whole long list through this one. Of course, this entire tournament, not possible without their support. Big shout out to, of course, the host city, the city of Kitchener, the city of Waterloo. Molson's, of course, a big fan favorite here right around the diamond this afternoon. Explore Waterloo and Wood Rescue Canada as well. Big thanks to all of our sponsors. Again, none of this would be possible without their support. So it looks like Walsh is going to come back out, pushing through the bottom of the sixth. Really getting to the latter portions of this game. Toronto still looking to rack things up right now. So far for Toronto, just 2 hits. No major damage done. Mitch McKay, the lone factor in this one, 2 hits so far, so he's both those. A single back in the first and a double back in the fourth. But we'll start things off. Johnny Baker, the third baseman, he'll come in, lead things off for Toronto. Right-handed batter, 0 for 1. Lined out towards left field in his last one, a real scorcher of a swing. First pitch to him. That one upstairs, out of the zone, ball 1.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth would be number 24, Johnny Baker.
Next pitch, that one drops in the zone, evening things out at 1-1. So still a close one. Toronto looking to get their first runs on the board here. Bottom of the sixth. That pitch, they rule it a dead ball. They're going to award him first base. Looks like he got hit by it. Pretty quick call from the home plate umpire. The pitcher, Walsh, not too happy with it. The umpire signaling that it hit his elbow as it came in. But Walsh not too happy. Now talking to his catcher, going over things. So Baker trotting his way over towards first. Might have a pinch runner coming in for him. I believe that is Adam Long coming in to pinch run. Electing for a bit more speed on the base pass, trying to get their first run, especially with no outs here in the bottom of the sixth. So that'll bring up Mason McKay, the center fielder. The second of 2 McKays, Mitch McKay and Mason. Mitch, the shortstop. Mason, the center fielder. It's Mason getting set, the right-handed batter. First pitch to him. That one a bit down and in. Ball 1. So Long now over at first. He came in for Baker. Was able to get on with a walk. Next pitch coming in That one catches the bottom of the zone, evening things at 1-1. Again, plenty of sunshine, beautiful day. The 1-1 pitch swung on, fouled off himself. Just rolls in. We'll bring it to a 1-2 count. Defense once again playing fairly straight up right now. No big shifts of any kind out there. Pitch coming in. That one swung on, drilled over towards right field. The right fielder, Kelly, getting underneath it. Makes the quick throw back towards second base. A solid out. Continued athleticism by the right field, Kelly. Didn't have to move too terribly far.
With one out, the batter will be the second baseman, number 66, Owen Torrey.
So Baker still held over at the first base side. And that'll turn things back over once again to the top of the order. So one out now, still a runner on. First pitch to Owen Torrey, bottom of the zone for strike one. Torrey 0 for 2, 2 flyouts, both to center field. Still looking for his first hit in the contest. Walsh now up to 74 pitches, 75 now. The 1-1 swung on. Well up high, we'll see if it stays in play. And the catcher, Pittman, able to get underneath it. A quick second out there. So a fly out to right, a pop up to the catcher. Baker still over at first. He got on via the walk. And that'll bring up Mitch McKay, the dangerous hitter for this one. Collecting the 2 hits for Toronto throughout the game. Again, a single back in the first. And allowed double in the fourth. He'd love to keep that momentum going. Drive in at least a run here. Try and get on base. That one captures the outer part of the plate. Early strike one. He's really been trying to set the table for the rest of this Toronto squad. Just not having a lot of luck across the rest of the lineup. The 0-1 pitch swung on, fouled back. Looks like he wanted to square that one up. Kind of knocked the bat off his head a couple times right there. An early 0-2 count. Toronto still looking for their first run. A 2-0 ball game in this one. Galway ahead. Next one comes in. Down and away, trying to get a swing and a miss. Bring it to a 1-2 count. So Walsh on the mound. Next pitch. That one called strike 3. McKay not too happy about it. He's pointing at the outer edge of the plate. Thought it was a ball. The umpire disagreed. First base umpire coming over to hustle him off. Some words now from the third base coach on that one. Not too happy. And Toronto sat down. And coach had a couple words for McKay as he was coming back out to the field. It's the 4th strikeout for Walsh now. And And that'll push us into the 7th inning of this big bronze medal semifinal game. The winner of this one will go on to the gold medal matchup later this afternoon. The Saskatoon Jacks getting set for that one. They'll face whichever team wins in this. The loser will not go home empty-handed, will still take home the bronze. Of course, not how you'd like to end a big tournament like this. So Randerson looks like he's going to be coming back out for Toronto. He'll do his best to limit Galway, still keep it a 2-0 ball game. Again, try and give his offense the best chance they have to either tie this back up in the bottom of the 7th or get ahead. But they've really been shut down so far by Walsh, the pitcher for Galway. Toronto just has not been able to collect consistent hits in this one, not able to really square him up. A few hard hit balls, but just to unlucky spots of the field, going right to a few of these fielders. Some great athleticism. Defense able to hold things true. So Galway will lead things off with the top of the order. Boland, Pomeroy, is Ezekiel, all due up. The 1, 2, 3 batters. Again, a big, crucial matchup here. All during the Softball Canada Men's Fast Pitch Championships here at Peter Hallman Ball in Kitchener, Ontario. Presented by Kitchener Fastball Promotions. I'm Justin Kohler. I've been on the call for you throughout this one. Thank you so much for tuning in here on CCDTV. That's Conestoga College Digital TV. If you're ever in London, be sure to stop by Labatt Memorial Park. I do a lot of the work with the London Majors in the Inter-County Baseball League. I'd love to see you. Be sure to stop by if you're ever there. But of course, for this one here in Kitchener, it's really getting to crunch time. Top of 7 as that one swung on. Driven but foul off the bat of Shane Boland. He's 2 for 3 in this one. A single in the first, a single in the second. And a real line out to left back in the 4th. An early 0-2 count to him. Galway would love to put this out of reach, get some more runners on. Randerson, the pitch, swung on. Right down the first base side, though. Randerson really settled in throughout the course of this one. A couple shaky innings, particularly the first and the third. And of course, gave up those runs back in the second. But during the latter half of this game has really started to square things up. A 3-up, 3-down inning in the 4th. 4 batters faced in the 5th. A 3-up, 3-down inning in the 6th. Hoping to replicate it here now that we're in the 7th. As that pitch goes upstairs for ball 1. Still a 2-0 ball game. The count 1-2, 2 out. Shane Boland, the leadoff hitter in the box. Randerson set. He has his pitch. That one swung on, drilled deep towards center field, but the center fielder McKay able to get underneath it easy enough. That'll be the first out here in the top of the 7th. So that'll bring up the bat of Jordan Pomeroy. The left-handed batter coming to the plate. This will be his 4th at-bat now against Randerson. And Pomeroy 0 for 3 so far. Grounded into a double play in the first. A grounder in the second. and got all the way to third, but off an error for the right fielder. He was called out trying to get to home. Still looking for his first hit in this one. First pitch. 1-0 pitch, excuse me. That one, it finds the zone, evening things at 1-2. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, no men on, top of 7. Next pitch swung on and missed. That one right by him. Good mix of velocities so far from Randerson. Ezekiel warming up, he's next. He'll be up no matter what in this one. The 1-2 to Pomeroy, swung on, drilled over towards left field. Left fielder Pauly gets it back in time, though. But a big line single for Jordan Pomeroy, his first hit of the game. That'll bring up the big bat of Brad Ezekiel. 2 for 3 so far, a single back in the first, a single in the third. A sharp line out over to the third baseman in the 5th. He's gotten as far as third base twice in this one. Very old school stance in the box. First pitch to him. Down in the dirt, gets past the catcher. Pomeroy makes his way over towards second on the wild pitch. Now a runner in scoring position. Galway threatening to extend this lead. The count 1-0 on him. I believe our scoreboard's a little ahead of itself out there. Yes, I believe 1-0 the call. Next one in the dirt, past the catcher again. Pomeroy able to go all the way to third now. 60 feet separating Jordan Pomeroy. And another run in this one. Hoping to make it a 3-0 lead. It's been 2-0 since the second inning. Both these teams have been grounded to a standstill. Looks like we're going to have a meeting on the mound here. Going over things, seeing their options. Hoping to limit things. Toronto still down 2-0. They'd like to keep it as close as possible, pushing into the bottom of the second. As of right now, their last chance to tie things up. Going over the details, going over the approach now, what to do in certain situations. Again, an absolutely lovely day. Temperature really rising here in Kitchener, Ontario. Whole lot of sunshine. Hope it's nice. Just as beautiful where you're watching from. Of course, we've already seen a lot of people chiming in the chat from out east, out west, up north. And plenty from across Ontario as well. So it looks like they will be intentionally walking Ezekiel over towards first. That'll put runners at the corners. They're trying to set up a potential double play situation with 1 out. In fact, they might be intentionally walking Walsh as well. Now it looks like that's what they're doing to load up the bases. Trying to put the potential force at home plate, shifting the infielders in. See any play to them, likely going to be going back to home. Prevent any runs from scoring. It's worked for them so far. So 2 back-to-back intentional walks after the single from Pomeroy. The 2 wild pitches got him to third. Big swing and a miss from Jason Hill, who's now in the box. So again, that's Pomeroy at third, Ezekiel at second now, Walsh at first. The bases loaded, 1 out here. A dangerous, risky situation Toronto's put themselves in with those intentional walks. So that one's grounded in the dirt. A walk will score a run here. As the count even 1-1. Hill 0 for 3 so far. Strikeout in the first, grounded to first in the third, and flew out to right in the fifth. Still looking for his first hit in this one. The crowd getting loud here in Kitchener, Ontario. Next pitch coming in. Up and inside. The catcher, Hyde, really trying to frame it there. Froze for a few seconds. With Hills able to get on, Kavanaugh warming up. But of course, if Hill's able to get on, that means a run will somehow score here. A big situation. The crowd really starting to get involved. One of the most important parts of this game. Toronto trying to limit the damage. So that one swung on, drilled over to first. They make the play back at home to get the force. They throw it back to first. Tag him out. Safe. They really did not get him. The play still going. Ezekiel over at third. Time now called. So it's an out at home. They ruled him safe over on first. First place umpire might not have been looking actively at the view of the tag. I believe that's what Toronto is arguing, that they tagged him out, didn't just get the force, and I believe that force situation is what the first base umpire was looking at. Now that they've ruled it, it was a tag out. So an inning-ending double play here, a huge moment for Toronto. Big heads up from the first baseman Way to throw it back home, get the force at home. The force still in effect as he throws it back to second. And a huge effort to still keep it in play, get the tag, end things out here. It still stays a 2-0 ball game. What an impressive play. We've seen some great defense in this one. Galway will take the field, pushing into the bottom of the second. All that action in the top of the inning. Toronto still down 2-0. Their last chance to try and tie up this ball game. That one, I believe, it ruled a 3-2-3 double play. Not something you really see every day. So we enter really into the tail end of this game. Bottom of the seventh. Galway looking to limit Toronto from getting on at all. Walsh been very effective in doing that through this one. Toronto one chance to tie up this ball game. Again, the winner going to the gold medal match was originally scheduled for 3:30. We'll see if that still holds true. Might be pushed back a little bit. The loser still going home with bronze. Toronto. Sending up Tyler Pauly here. 0 for 2. 2 flyouts, one to the center fielder back in the first, one to right field in the fourth. Walsh back on the mound once again. First pitch, swung on, drilled deep towards right field. The right fielder not able to get to it. He's through the fence. It's a home run. That cuts the lead in half. Now a 2-1 lead. Galway still ahead in this one, but a big momentum shift right now. The chain getting put around his neck. A huge home run for Tyler Pauly. His first hit of the ball game, a loud one at that. So that'll bring up the right fielder, Denny Benson, now. A huge momentum change pushing into the bottom half of this inning. Still not out. A 1-run ball game. Benson 0 for 2. Swung on, drilled well high, putting all that power into that swing. Goes way back behind the fence, well out of play. Walsh been effective. That's the first run he's given up. Walsh now up to 82 pitches. A big pivotal moment. That was just the third hit he's given up, but it was a loud one. The 0-1 swung on, grounded foul down the first base side. So right now it's Denny Benson, the number 4 hitter. Cody Skelton, he's on deck. And Corey way after him. Still none outs, or none out. Next pitch coming in. Pittman trying to frame that one, doesn't go his way. I'll bring it to a 1-2 count. Still in the pitcher's favor here. The 1-2 pitch coming in. That one swung on and missed. A big strikeout. Benson's second strikeout of the ball game, and the 5th now collected by Walsh. The Batmen down to their final 2 outs. Now down to 1 run, separating them and a potential top of the 8th. Trying to force extras. Still the chance to even walk it off here as well. The pitch coming into him. That one just a bit outside. Skelton able to hold back on that one. Pittman not too happy. He'll step away, make the throw back to the pitcher. The count now 1-0. 1 out. Bottom 7 of a 2-1 ball game. Galway ahead. And the pitch. Swung on, drilled past the glove of the second baseman. It's over towards center field. The tying run now over at first base. A good single off the bat of Cody Skelton. His first hit of the day. That'll bring Corey Way, the first baseman, back up. He's 0 for 2. Looks like we might be having a pinch runner coming in here. I believe that's Zach Berg, now over at first base. Away in the box, the right-handed batter. 0 for 2, grounded out in the 2nd. Flew out to center field back in the 5th. A big moment here for Toronto. Tying run on first. Go-ahead run at the plate. Galway been ahead the entire game. They took the lead early on. That was back in the 2nd inning. Toronto threatening now, though, as that one swung on, fouled back. Already a tense game. Plenty of pressure between these two teams, both trying to fight their way into that gold medal match. Incredibly competitive on both sides this entire matchup. The 0-1 count with 1 out coming in. Now one catches the bottom of the plate. Way not too happy. He had some words for the home plate umpire. Disagreed with the call. He'll now take a second, collect himself, but he's ready back in the box once again. Walsh set on the mound. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Way stays alive. Again, that's Berg over on first. He came in to pinch run off a big Skelton single. Tyler Pauly already hit a big solo shot in this inning to bring it to a 1-run game. Way getting set. The pitch. Now one a bit too far outside. Evening things up at 2-1. A big pivotal game. One of the more important situations throughout this entire close matchup. Again, thank you so much for watching here on CCDTV, Conestoga College Digital TV for this one. The 1-2, swung on, popped up. The second baseman making his way back towards shallow right field. He makes the grab. Good athleticism by him. And now Toronto down to their final out. Looks like we're having some arguments back and forth. Galway not too happy. Looks like some comments coming from the direction of Toronto towards them. They might be arguing something. The training coach is not too pleased either. They're coming out. Some heated words. One of the coaches for Galway going right towards the first base umpire. Might have seen something they didn't see. Potentially thought that Berg over on first might have led off in that one. That, I assume, is what the argument is right now. We'll try and give you some clarification if we get it, but it did get a bit heated out there between these two teams.
With 2 outs, the catcher number 2, Derek Hyde.
In any case, though, Toronto down to their final out. Derek Hyde. A big moment for him. A dire moment for Toronto. The tying run at first. Hyde now the go-ahead run. Incredible ball game so far. First pitch coming into Hyde. That one a bit too high, just up out of the zone. Ball 1. The defense straight up. No major changes in either direction. As that pitch, called strike on the outer part of the zone. Hyde visibly displeased with the call. He raised his hand up. Looked like a pretty far one, that at least from up here in the box, but the call goes the pitcher's way. It's now the count even. 1-1, a big swing and a miss, a big hack at that one. Galway leads 2-1. Toronto now down to their final strike. So 1-2 the count. 2 outs, bottom 7. And the pitch. Swung on. Fouled, though, into the dirt. Hyde still alive in this one. Very neck and neck between these two teams. Again, all the scoring done back in the second by Galway. A standstill from then on. Galway out hitting them so far. 8 hits to 4 in this one. But Toronto really rallying late in the game. Threatening here, man on first. Go ahead run at the plate. The 2-2 pitch coming in. Swing and a miss. And that's it. Walsh ends it all himself. A big strikeout, his 6th to end the ball game. And Galway officially headed to the gold medal match later this afternoon. They'll take on the Saskatoon Jacks in the final game of this tournament for the men's championships. Of course, Toronto really rallied late in the game there. A whole lot of great defense, great pitching between the two. Toronto just not able to rack up enough hits in this one, but threatened late. Some handshakes between the two teams to wrap things up now. And so we'll give you the final lines here. Galway ended up leading 2-1. They take the win. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. And Toronto, they took the loss. Just 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. Walsh, the pitcher for Galway, got through 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 6 strikeouts, not a single walk given up. And Randerson got through 7, 8 hits, 2 earned runs, 7 strikeouts, but gave up 5 walks in this one. And so again, this has been the Softball Canada Men's Fast Pitch Championships here at Peter Hallman Ball-Yard in Kitchener, Ontario, presented by Kitchener Fastball Promotions. Thank you so much for tuning in here on CCDTV. That's Conestoga College Digital TV. Make sure you stay tuned in. That gold medal match coming up next. I'm Justin Kohler. We'll talk to you soon.